Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Shifts by him, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll go again to McCoy. It's a big run there by McCoy. 46 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Leopard. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
second down. It's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing is Allen on third. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past the field right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Blue landed. No, Jack, Patriot. Leopard.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Detroit. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation. Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone. Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team. They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps. A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They go play action here on first down. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. On second down, Elliott twisting away. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Drops it underneath to Elliott, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Take four.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. A give to Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got it to Burns. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. from the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Allen. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third and long, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Allen throwing on second down, dancing to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on third down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Prescott to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it to Hearns. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nelson's got it here right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A
final shot before half for Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Again, it's McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big run there by McCoy. And even 50 yards on the ground.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Throwing is Allen on third. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Elliott. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. Blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Bryant's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now Allen, he can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Tenth carry now for McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Gone, gone. Blue line it. Gone.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense needs to happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the lead in that one belonging to the Colts. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Andrew Luck, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back. Out onto the field for the defense.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. 56.
Now Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
To throw is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll run with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a...
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that this